Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are kicking off a week-long video where I'm going to take you along with me each day as I fill out my planner. This is going to be a really busy week. I've got plans almost every night except for Wednesday, and then Friday we are driving down to the Jersey Shore. So my top priority this week is actually going to be YouTube content because my goal is that by the time we leave Friday to go to the shore, I'll have all of next week's videos done because next week I'm going on Wednesday to my bachelorette party. So that my hope is Sunday, if we come home early, Monday, Tuesday, I can get the following week's videos done. So right now there's a lot of videos for me to do. And I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but that's where my planner comes in. So I already added a couple of things here on my overall to-do list for this week. I'm also just going to write mail Oakland, which is just a little code word for me for something. Okay, now here is where we're going to put in my steps. One thing that I don't know if it's going to be able to happen this week, and it bums me out, is Pilates. I just can't imagine I'm going to have time because I feel like I'm going to need to be waking up earlier every day this week to get things done because of it being so busy. So that's a little bit disappointing, but we'll see what happens. So today, I have a Patreon Zoom at 8 p.m. And I'm also going to try to get a manicure and a pedicure tonight. 8 p.m. And then I can put in here, like if I'm able to get the manicure and pedicure. And then for my list. So it's payday. So we need to update budget. I need to make a grocery list for my bachelorette party. I want to film a video. We're going to film a lot of videos today, which is tough because I'm working, but before work, lunch break, after work, depending on if I get a manicure. So one of the videos is called 40 Before 40, and it's like a bucket list of things, 40 things that I want to do before I turn 40. This morning, I also want to film a daily grind Monday setup. So we'll call it daily grind setup. I also want to film Happy Planner's new folio unboxing. And then maybe that's it. 3 videos is probably my max. Probably my max. I feel like 4 could be doable, but I think 3 may be a max for me. Okay. Other things on today's list is going to be start a packing list for my bachelorette party just to make sure that I have everything that I need, and then call nail salon to make the appointment and see what their availability is. Call salon. I meant to write nail, but call salon. Nails. Okay. As far as the rest of the week goes, Tuesday, I actually think I may need to switch some of these with boxes because Tuesday I have 2 things. I have an appointment that I have to go to after work, and then I have dinner plans. Wednesday, I don't have any plans. That's a backup appointment day for my nails. Thursday is my nephew's birthday, so we're going to dinner there. Friday, I have my dress fitting, and then we're driving down the shore. Saturday, we'll be down the shore, but we're also going out to dinner for James's sister's birthday. And then Sunday, hopefully, we're coming home early so that I can continue to get some work done. So it's definitely a week that I have to really focus, and I can't make excuses for myself because I want to go away next week feeling like I'm not behind. At the end of the day, if there's a couple of days without videos, it's fine. But I also know that this summer is not going to get lighter. It's only going to get busier. So I think that if I just kind of keep pushing and get myself, committed then we'll be able to get everything done. So that is my Monday. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Okay, so my step count yesterday is a little bit, sorry, I lost my words, a little bit pitiful. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by everything that's on my to-do list, and I feel like my priority this week isn't like movement. It's really hard for me to even like the walking that I do during work. I have a hard time doing the walking when I feel like there's a lot on my to-do list, because even though I'm not really doing my to-do list while I'm walking, I don't have the ability to like write in my planners while I'm walking. And that's what I kind of need when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because I I need the ability to write things down. So, like I mentioned, we're going to switch these because I need this box more for today than I do for Wednesday. Just to peel this up. I didn't really use enough undo there. Okay, let's put this back down here. This goes here with the box on top. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I also added some more things to my to-do list. So Happy Planner summer launch was a few weeks ago. My box, oh, I ended up getting a pedicure yesterday. They did not have enough time for a manicure and pedicure, so now I'm getting a manicure on Wednesday. It's just fitting in whatever I can this week. All right. Today, the first thing I'm going to write is take out trash. And then also empty or clean out, really, but I wrote empty fridge. Now today, it's early, so I have time before 9 o'clock, but once my workday starts, I'm actually going to work straight through from 9 to 3:30, because I have to leave at 3:30 to go to an appointment with my mom. So technically I'm only losing a half hour of work because I'm skipping a lunch break today. So this morning I want to film custom spreads for July, and this is going to be for Allie and Sean. And then I also want to get those spreads mailed out. I have some paperwork I need to do for our wedding photographer. I guess I could write form here. And then manicure appointment is made. Beach chair rental. This is something that we're doing for my bachelorette party. So I need to talk to my maids of honor about that. Rental. And then I'm going to start some August Patreon prep here, because the rest of July is so crazy. And I usually start Patreon prep about halfway through the month, but next week I'm going to be away. So it's better for me to do this week versus wait until after next week. So that's the plan. Okay. Here I'm just going to write mom's appointment. Four p.m. And then here I'm going to write Morristown restaurants. So James and I are meeting his dad at 3 or 4 different restaurants to look at possible venues for our rehearsal dinner before our wedding. So we're going to go to a few different restaurants, and we're going to eat at the last one that we go to. So it's going to be, aside from filming, a little bit of an administrative day, but again, it's a shorter day because I'm leaving at 3:30, probably won't be home until like 9:30 or 10 for today. So that is my Tuesday. And excuse me, I will check in with you tomorrow. Okay, it's hard to believe it's only Wednesday. This week has been nonstop. I did get through everything on my list yesterday, and I think that it says two things. Number one, I was committed to my to-do list, but also I made a to-do list that was manageable based on the day that I had. And I think that's really important because I would love to make this grand to-do list every day, but it really just depends on how much time I have available to me. So today I have a manicure at 6 p.m. They didn't, typically 5:15 is my choice, but they didn't have anything. So 6 p.m. is fine because that also gives me the opportunity to either film a video after work or get something else done or possibly even rest, but we'll see. Okay, today's going to be a big filming day. So I'm up early. Wednesdays, James has to leave by like 7:30 for work, and that means that he's up early and it gets me up early. Typically on a Wednesday, I'll be out at the same time as him to go to Pilates, but this week, I think I mentioned, I just need to focus on videos. So um, today we're going to film Happy Planner Summer. I'm also going to film my big planner for the week of July 20th. I need to do Amazon returns because that'll be in the same parking lot as the nail salon. So I need to get those prepped. I need to reschedule an appointment. I have an appointment tomorrow that I have to reschedule. I have to do a Clever Fox video at some point this week. I'm a little undecided about when I'm going to do it because I'm unsure about my nails for the video. I feel like they've grown out a bit in the last couple of weeks since my bridal shower, but I also know that my next manicure is going to be all white for my bachelorette, and I don't know how that will look on camera, but I think I'm probably going to do that then. One of the things I have to do today is try on bachelorette outfits just to see if there's anything else I need or anything that doesn't fit. And then if I don't film, these I'm going to film this morning before work. If I don't film the Clever Fox video, I could film 2 more custom Patreon spreads, which will finish my customs, for July, which will be great to go in, like by July 8th, all of my custom spreads are done. So I think that would be really helpful. And then I should mail this thing because if I'm going to be printing out shipping labels for customs and, oops, spelled that wrong, and mailing out something, I may as well get this other thing mailed out too. So a lot of like thinking about the best day to get things done. Now, something may possibly impact whether we go down the shore this weekend. I should find out probably tomorrow, but I'm still preparing as though we're going down, and I'm trying to get my videos filmed through. This is today. No, this is today. This is when we would go down. Monday, I have some time. Tuesday's my birthday. I'm gone Wednesday through Sunday. Ideally, my videos are done through like the 22nd or 23rd because then when I get home, I'm not rushing to film those and I can start working on the following week. But some of that is dependent on product coming to me and all of that. So we will see. That is my list for today. We are focused, determined, getting things done this week. So I will check in with you tomorrow. All right, it is Thursday morning. Thursday mornings feel like the final stretch. I feel like I'm almost there. I've got one more work day before the weekend since I'm off Fridays. And this week especially has just been so crazy that I very much need this like final mile of motivation. So I need a box here today, so I'm just gonna use my undo. It's sometimes it sometimes happens that when I set up my planner in advance, I don't always remember or know all of my plans. This one is remember because this was a plan already, but I forgot about it. So then I can just use undo or I can shift things around like I did yesterday. So one of the things that was on my list yesterday was to reschedule an appointment. I have an annual with my gyno today at 10:30, and I called yesterday to reschedule it because I just feel too busy to go right now. Not that I was going to cancel and not go at all. I know that health is important, but I just felt too busy, and I called, and their next available appointment is September 2nd. And I was like, never mind, see you tomorrow. So now this says birthday boy, this says 14. So I think we're just going to write here Mason's. My nephew is 14. I can't believe how fast the last 14 years have gone by. Mason's birthday, and we're having dinner at my brother's tonight to celebrate. And then here we'll write gynecologist. And that is at 10:30. Okay, so right now it's 8:14. Oh, I got my nails done. I did white. I haven't done white in a long time, but I did white for the bachelorette. Also, my birthday present to myself was an Aura ring, which came yesterday. I ordered it in June, but it came yesterday. So I'm getting used to it, but I was able to sleep with it last night. I don't like sleeping with my Apple Watch, but this wasn't bad to sleep with. Okay, so we're doing really well here. The reason that I checked off try on batch outfits here but not here is because I did try on what I had yesterday. There's some more coming. I also returned what came yesterday, or what I tried on and didn't like when I did my Amazon return. So that was all done pretty intentionally. First thing I'm going to write over here is cardboard recycling. Now, I have 2 more must film videos before we leave for the shore tomorrow. One of them is the Clever Fox video, which I would like to film today. I probably can't film it this morning, but I'd like to film it today. And also a Mojo Jojo Plans video. Okay, next up is we're going to write try on batch outfits again. One thing that I can do today ahead of the trip next week is to do charge portable chargers, because I'm not going to need them this weekend, so I can definitely charge those. I also need to go to the bank. We're going to be giving Mason cash for his birthday, so I need to go to the bank. And I'm going to do my weekend YouTube schedule, because when I post videos for early access on Patreon, I want to make sure that they are scheduled, or at least I know what the schedule is, like on my phone before I go away, because I don't typically bring my planners with me when I go away. Now, if I can get these 2 videos done, that means, let's look back at my July calendar. I told you this was like the big focus of the week. That means that including this video, my videos will be scheduled through the 21st of July, and I get home on the 19th. So it's still a little bit tight, because then I get home and then I only have these 2 videos done. So my thought is this tomorrow, I need to leave at 11 tomorrow for my dress fitting. So I could probably film like 2 more videos in the morning maybe. But I'm definitely feeling tired. I ended up filming 5 YouTube videos total yesterday. I did 3 before work, 1 on my lunch break, which is sort of like 2 because it was 2 custom spreads, and then 1 after work. So there's definitely a lot to do. It's actually one of the reasons that I wanted to do an after the pen video of this week. There was 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to show you how I was prioritizing things. But number 2 is because if I can spend a few minutes each day doing this, that means that there's a video ready for like when I get back. Like this is one more video, and that's really helpful for me. So, um, I know that I've made a ton of progress this week, but I'm still a little bit like, "Ugh," but then they're only scheduled through the 22nd. So, we'll see what I'm able to do. I still will have a little bit of time on Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't really know if I want to, like, if I'm going to be filming on my birthday. It doesn't really matter either way, but I'm just trying to visualize what I can do to make my life easier because going back to July, I'm back on the 19th, then we leave the 24th. So if I only have videos scheduled through the 21st by the time that I get back, that means that I have 4 days to film these videos, basically, like another whole week. I really like to get home and have at least 2 days ready. So the more I do now without rushing through, the better it's going to be for me in the long run. And that's what I'm trying to look at. And sometimes the challenge is product arrivals. Sometimes the challenge is ideas. Right now, for the 22nd, it may be for a new product launch if it arrives in time. The 23rd, I don't have a video idea for. The 24th is definitely a new product launch that I do have the product for. So if I could film that, we can always shift things around. But that's where sometimes it gets a little tricky is like, what video am I going to do? And that's sometimes where I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's do an after the pen. So that is my day. That was a very long clip here. I'm going to get started because I have about 40 minutes left. I'll think about which one of these to do. It will feel better for me if I can do this one because this is like the heavier weight video because it's for another brand. It's not just like an unboxing, it's like a real thorough planning video. But I'll get one of them done this morning. Okay, TGIF, it is finally Friday. Yesterday I got everything done on my list except for filming Mojo Jojo plans. So because I had my doctor's appointment, I didn't get home until about 11:40. And so at that point, I decided to work straight through to 5 because I didn't want to take a lunch break since I had left at like 10 and I had been gone an hour and 40 minutes and I felt like there was too much work to do to take a break in the day. So then my thought was that I was going to be filming the Mojo video um, after work, but I was so tired. I even had a second cup of coffee at like 3 o'clock, which I never do. But this week has just worn me down because I feel like there's been so much going on. So, we were even thinking of going out last night after Mason's birthday to meet up with one of my college friends, and we opted not to because we're both just really tired. So, today, um, I need to leave at 11 o'clock for the dress fitting that I have today, and then we're leaving straight from there to go down the shore. So I have a little bit of time this morning. It's around 8 o'clock right now, so I still want to shower and stuff. So my thought is from 8 to 10 to, or maybe like 8 to 9:30 to get some filming done, and then shower. And I also need to pack. So pack. Um, I'm gonna write bring fan. We have an extra floor, like oscillating fan that I want to bring down to the shore. And then I just don't want to forget, let's write shoes and shapewear because I need to pack for the shore, but I also need to pack a little bit for this dress fitting. Like I can't forget my shoes and everything. This is my second fitting, so this is the one where the dress should actually fit me, but we'll see how it goes. So Clever Fox I had done yesterday, but today I have to do an intro for the video. I do a front-facing intro for all of their videos, and normally I would have done that yesterday, but the day was just too busy. I didn't put on makeup until like 5:30, and the weather, like it was just a little bit, it wasn't dark outside, but I like to have more natural light when I do that. So I just want to get that part done. And then I'm going to film a Hell of a Plan video for July 24th. in there. And then something else can go in here. I don't know what it'll be yet because we only have a little bit of time. So if I can get these done, let's go back here. I will be scheduled for July until July 24th, except for one video that may be dependent on product. So I may have to end up shifting things around, but that'll be really good because today's the 10th. That'll have me scheduled 2 weeks out. If we come home on Sunday at an earlier time, I can then film videos for, let's say, the 25th, 26th, and 27th. And then on Monday the 13th, I could film maybe the 28th, 29th. Then on the 14th, if I want to film, I could film here and be done with all of July by the time I leave for my bachelorette party. That's like the dream, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen. Okay, so here we'll write dress fitting. So James is going to drop me off at the dress fitting where I'm going to meet my mom. And then he's going to go somewhere because he's not allowed to come to the fitting and then pick me up when I'm finished because the fitting is like 20 minutes closer to the shore than we are. So it just doesn't make sense to go back. So that then we'll write leave for Ortley, which is the town that the beach house is in, shore house, let's say by 12:30. I thought we'd end up there by 2. Oh, you know what? All right. Intake form here. There's something I have to do, and I'm going to be bringing my laptop down with me, so I'll be able to do that. Now, let's talk a little bit about here, because when I did this spread, I didn't think I'd be away, so I had done a to-do list. I'm probably going to use this to-do list for Sunday and use this box for Saturday. So we can do that when I get back on Sunday because I don't really need to do it right now. What I need to do now is finish this morning's to-do list. So that's this morning, and I will, I guess, see you on Sunday because I don't bring this down the shore. Okay, it's Monday morning, as sometimes happens when I come back after a weekend. We actually got back last night at like 5:40, and then we left at about 6:15, 6:20 to go to dinner with my family for my birthday, which is Tuesday. So I didn't have time to like sit down and backtrack, but I did get everything done on my list on Friday, and then we didn't end up leaving for the beach until closer to 1 because there were some issues at my dress fitting. So hopefully they will all be resolved, but it was quite a long dress fitting because of, I'd say there were like 3 big issues with the dress that needed to be resolved. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Now, Saturday was a pretty cool day, like weather-wise. It was cloudy. It was very windy, but we still went to the beach for a bit because sometimes it's nice to go on the beach when you're not like sweating. So I'm going to write the weather wasn't the best today, especially because it's like if we had a week down the shore, then, you know, on a cloudy day, you could just like sit in the house, read, play games, whatever. But when we only have the weekend down there, and then especially yesterday, we knew we wanted to leave by 3, we want to make the most, you know, of the time that we're there. But we went to the beach anyway. And then we drove to Asbury Park, which is another beach town, for Jen's half birthday dinner. I'm not sure if I explained this earlier in the video, but James's older sister, her birthday is in January. And because of winter storms and all of that, just fix my camera, we never got to celebrate her birthday. So we celebrated her half birthday. Okay, then yesterday we did go to the beach. The weather is beautiful. The only thing is we got like 2.5 hours on the beach. So part of the challenge is when you're trying to get 10 people out of a house, it takes a while. And we didn't get there until like 12:30. So everyone else was able to stay longer, but we needed to go back. So I'm going to write beach day. I also already filled in my steps. We wanted to do like a workout and a long walk on Saturday morning. I'm not really sure why we didn't. It just didn't happen. But I even had brought my workout stuff and my sneakers and all of that. And then we drove back up and had dinner with my brother, sister-in-law, niece, and nephew, and my mom and stepdad. And then we went to an ice cream place to celebrate my birthday because it's easier on a weekend than a weekday. Wayne Ale House. And then we'll write ice cream at Hometown Creamery. Now, one of the things that I wanted to mention is, as you know, because you watched the earlier parts of this video, this week was a struggle. I was doing a lot, and it took a lot of work for me to be able to get down the shore. And I do think that it was a restful visit. My only downside is I don't really sleep very well when I'm at the shore house. I'm not sure why, but it's just a different bed. Even though James and I have our own bedroom there, I just don't sleep as well as I do at home. And at home, I don't even sleep that well. So I was very tired this day. I actually went to sleep at like 9:30 last night. Okay, so I'm going to write, I'm proud of myself for getting so much done this weekend or this week to be able to get away for the weekend. Also, Friday night, I made dinner I'm going to write this. I made dinner for the family. It was the first time I've made dinner for everyone, and they loved it. It was really good. I'm really proud of myself. I made, what was it? Chicken skewers with zucchini and peppers, and then a tomato, angel hair, basil, garlic pasta salad. It was really good. I also loved making dinner. I enjoy cooking for the family. And James's older sister tends to make dinner. She's down there more because she has kids. They're off in the summer, and she's down there for like the week at a time. So sometimes when we get down on a Friday night, she's just like, oh, here's what we're having for dinner. But she said it was nice to have someone else make it, of course. And also it's a different amount, like different variety of food, because when different people cook food, they have different dinner ideas. So we said that the next time we'll be down, which honestly probably won't be until this weekend in August. We'll just alternate, I'll take one of the days, she'll take the other day. And then, hopefully cook enough that there's leftovers, but it's tough when there's 10 people. There were only 8 though on Friday night. So that is my week. There's, I guess, one thing here that I didn't, write down, but I got a lot done. My goal was, as far as videos, right now my videos are scheduled through July 24th. So my hope is that today being Monday, I can film a video on my lunch break, maybe tomorrow film another, and then they're scheduled through the 26th, but we'll see. I'm just feeling much more relaxed than I was last week. And I also want to be mindful. I know that this is last week's After the Pen, not the current day, the 13th, but I'm feeling like I don't want to push myself too hard before I go away on this trip, because I want to be able to really, relax and enjoy the trip. And sometimes it's hard for me to go, and then get on a plane and relax. Like, kind of need to lead up to it. Oh, the best thing that I think happened this week was that on Friday, James and I booked our flights for our honeymoon. So we are going to London, then Italy, then Greece. No, London, Greece, and Italy, then back home. So that's a big thing off our list that those are booked. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, that is my week. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this video wasn't too like complainy. I really didn't feel complainy. I just had so much to get done, and I appreciate you watching. This is the Happy Birthday sticker book by Kelliva Plan. You can pick that up at the link in the description of the video. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support, and I'll see you next time.